we believe in Jesus. We believe in God the Son. We believe that he was the Word of God in the beginning, that he was with God and he was God. Everything that was made through him, and there has not been anything made that was not made through him. We believe that Jesus Christ is co-equal and co-eternal with the Father, the second person of the Godhead, the Trinity. So God, remember, one essence, existing in three persons. The Father and the Son are the first two persons that we normally mention in the Trinity, which is the one essence. Now, what makes Jesus Christ of particular interest is the gospel narrative, which tells a story of a man being born who claimed to be Messiah, who claimed to be God, and he died an atonement for sin, specifically the sins of his people, those whom the Father have given to him, and he will not lose any of them. Now, it's weird to say that God became a man. It's not exactly what happened, not precisely what happened. What happened with the incarnation of Jesus Christ is that the second person of the Trinity, Jesus, assumed human flesh, and this human flesh was assumed upon his divinity such that he retained 100% God status, right? 100% God nature, 100% his divine attributes, 100% his position in the Godhead. He retained all that. He retained all of his power, his heavenly authority, and assumed human flesh and assumed human nature. This is why we believe that Jesus Christ is the fullness of the revelation of God. This is why Jesus claimed that we can know the Father by looking to him, by seeing his life as a human being, something that can actually be observed. He is the revelation of God, and he is the very word of God from the beginning. Now, when we say Jesus is the Son of God, we mean that he is God the Son, and we mean that the second person of the Trinity, the Word, the Son, the second person of the Trinity is not a biological son of God the Father, right? They are co-equal, they are co-eternal. Now, we say Jesus is the only begotten of the Father because the Holy Spirit, the third person of the Trinity, actually, by his effectual power and working, caused Mary to be pregnant, not by any means that are weird, okay? Some people get weird with it, and it wasn't anything weird, right? There was no sexual activity going on, but God, the Creator, placed in the womb of Mary a fetus. Mary gives birth to Jesus, and Jesus is God. This is the human flesh that was assumed by the second person of the Trinity, the Son. So we see the Son, the second person of the Trinity, through the Old Testament. I believe the angel of the Lord is the second person of the Trinity, the Son, the Word of God. We see the voice of God actually walking in the Garden of Eden. Is not the Father there. It is the voice of God, the Word of God who becomes flesh. It is the Son, the second person of the Trinity. And in the New Testament, we see Jesus as Jesus. We see this God the Son as Jesus Christ in the flesh, and he gives his life an atonement for many, according to his own words, an atonement for those who will believe in him, those whom the Father has given him. Jesus Christ is the one upon whom our attention is fixed, because he is the one who can be observed. He lived a human life, a very historical life. He taught with words that people understood and wrote down. People had experiences with him. So when we look to know God, Jesus is our focal point, because otherwise God is unobservable, unsearchable, unfathomable, and he had the grace to reveal himself when the second person of the Trinity, Jesus, when God sent his Son, right, to assume human flesh, to be born in the world, to live a human life, to be crucified after living a perfect and a sinless life. And we believe that at the moment Jesus was crucified, at the moment he rose from the dead, that he was given all authority, not only in heaven, he already had authority in heaven, he never lost that, not only authority in heaven, but also authority upon the earth. We do not believe that Jesus gave up any divinity. We believe he assumed human flesh. And now he has given all authority upon the earth after having been born a human being. Remember, it is God who commanded people in Genesis 1, rule the earth. And well, now he has assumed human flesh and he becomes king of earth, right? King of his creation within his creation. So he's given that authority and he reigns. And we believe that upon his return, Jesus Christ will judge the world and he will consummate his kingdom when he returns. And we can read those words nearly exact in the Baptist faith and message. So these are the things we believe about Jesus. In conjunction with this video, I'm going to release another one, which is an apologetic about why we need Jesus. Why the Son, why God the Son is necessary.